Yeah, senior design is actually a really nifty setup that they have right now. The reason that I got into senior design is doing a bit of research into what enterprises there were. Nothing really stood out to me that I really wanted to go into. So I went with the senior design path, and I'm really glad I did. um, the way it's set up is that when you first go to senior design, you take you write down like what your preferences are, like your the way you think. Are you very organized? Are you more math science based? Are you more creative? And so they try to make a team that has all of those different types of thinking models, so that you're not on a team where everyone is similar. And what that does is it makes it so that you're able to come up with a much better design. Studies have been shown that if you have all these different thinking types and people with different backgrounds and different ways of handling situations, you'll come up with a much better product in the end. So that they try to replicate that in the senior design process here. And then you're given a list of projects. You get to choose your top 5 that you want to be on, and they arrange the students in, generally they try to keep it within your top 2, and they're pretty good about doing that, your top 2 choices. So my top choice was working on this thermal cycling medical device, and I did get in. And I'm afraid I can't say too much about it for IP reasons, but it's got more bio application to it, which is exactly what I was looking for, that I wasn't able to get from an enterprise standpoint. And one of the cool things about senior design is it's outside of the university. You're not working with just university staff and faculty anymore. We have an outside sponsor that's paying for us to do this work. So they like to think of it as, this isn't your last class, this is your first job. And it's been very much like that. Just this morning I got an email from my sponsor asking for some of the specs. And yeah, he's been an excellent sponsor. I have Mr. Mike Melinda, and he was actually a tech graduate back in the 80s. But has decided to come back to support tech and asked us to build this device for him. And yeah, it's been a wonderful, wonderful experience. We have all the teams have available to them is a topical advisors board. And so you have advisors for manufacturing, advisors for like human factors and safety, advisors for thermodynamics, advisors for using software like CAD and Abacus, which is finite element software. So you have all these different faculty available to you to kind of help you on your process of coming up with your design and actually designing it. And then you also have your advisor, your own advisor, which kind of keeps you on the right path and keeps pushing you forward. My advisor is Dr. Margraves, and he has been a very, very wonderful advisor, guiding us in the right way, but still making sure that we stay on track, and has been very encouraging. And then so you kind of learn the design process. And it was actually because of senior design that I realized that I want to go in product development after university. So yeah, I would definitely say senior design is the way to go if you're unsure as to exactly what it is you want to do, and there's no enterprise out there for you for what it is for your solution. And so that first stage, you're looking at what your constraints are, what your objectives are, making sure that whatever design that you have is feasible. So it's not just in theory you can do this, that you can actually manufacture this. And so yeah, you're looking at just the design concepts. And then once you have that all finalized and approved by the board, the senior design board and advisors and whatnot, you go on to your second semester, where you actually get to build what you designed, which is what I'm in right now. and you actually get to see your design come to life and see it in front of you, what you designed. And then you present on, yes, we met these objectives. Yes, we're, within the constraints. We're, still within budget, and you have to, it really is like a job where you had to design it and then you build it. So you actually will have a final product in your hand at the end of senior design that you get to show off to everyone. So, almost. Working on it. Yep.